Imagine this, a planet hurtling through the blackness of space, completely alone. It's not orbiting a star like our Earth. It's a wanderer, a cosmic nomad, and it's headed straight for us. This isn't science fiction. This is a rogue planet. And the scariest part, we might not see it coming until it's too late. What would happen if one of these silent killers entered our solar system? The consequences would be catastrophic, an extinction event of biblical proportions. Stick with me as we explore the terrifying reality of these rogue planets, the cosmic nomads of death. First, what exactly is a rogue planet? They're also known as interstellar planets, orphan planets, or starless planets. As the name suggests, these are worlds that don't have a star to call home. They drift freely through the vast emptiness between star systems, unbound by the gravitational pull of a parent sun. Think about that for a second. Our entire existence, all of life on Earth, depends on our stable orbit around the sun. Rogue planets have none of that. They are cast out into the eternal night. How do these planets become homeless in the first place? Scientists have a few leading theories. One of the most common scenarios happens during the chaotic early days of a solar system's formation. Picture a young star, surrounded by a swirling disk of gas and dust. Planets are just beginning to form, jostling for position, like bumper cars at a carnival. In this gravitational mosh pit, some of the smaller, newly formed planets can get a little too close to their larger siblings, like a Jupiter-sized gas giant. The immense gravity of the bigger planet can act like a cosmic slingshot, flinging the smaller world right out of the solar system, sending it on a one-way trip into interstellar space. It's a brutal start to life, exiled before it truly began. Another possibility is that these planets form all on their own, far from any star. In massive clouds of gas and dust, small, dense pockets can collapse under their own gravity. But if these pockets aren't quite massive enough to ignite and become a star, they might just form a planet-sized object instead. These would be true orphans from birth, never having known the warmth of the sun. And finally, some rogue planets might be the remnants of a dead star system, flung out into the void when their sun went supernova or collapsed into a black hole. It's like being evicted from your home in the most violent way imaginable. So, how many of these cosmic nomads are out there? This is where things get truly unnerving. We can't just look up and see them. Rogue planets are incredibly difficult to detect. They don't emit their own light like stars, and they're not reflecting the light of a nearby sun. They are cold, dark, and practically invisible against the black backdrop of space. Astronomers have to get clever. One primary method is called gravitational microlensing. When a rogue planet passes in front of a distant star from our perspective, its gravity bends the light of that star, acting like a lens. This causes the star to briefly appear brighter. By studying these fleeting moments of brightness, astronomers can infer the presence and even the mass of the invisible planet that passed by. Using this technique and other observations, scientists have made some startling estimates. Some studies suggest there could be billions or even trillions of rogue planets just in our own Milky Way galaxy. One astonishing paper even proposed there could be up to 100,000 times more rogue planets than there are stars in the galaxy. Let that sink in. For every star you see in the night sky, there could be thousands of unseen, wandering worlds. Our galaxy might be more of a planetary graveyard than a sea of shining stars. They are the silent majority of the cosmos, a hidden population of cosmic drifters. Now, let's get to the heart of the matter. What would happen if one of these rogue planets wandered into our solar system? The outcome depends on two key factors: the mass of the planet and its trajectory. Let's start with a near miss. Imagine a rogue planet, say the size of Mars or even Earth, passing through the outer reaches of our solar system, maybe out near the orbit of Neptune. Even without a direct collision, its gravity would wreak havoc. It would be like a bowling ball rolling through a delicate set of marbles. The orbits of the outer planets, Uranus, and Neptune could be drastically altered. Comets in the Oort cloud, a vast shell of icy bodies surrounding our solar system, would be dislodged. This would trigger a celestial pinball game, sending a deadly shower of comets and asteroids hurtling towards the inner solar system. Earth would find itself in the middle of a cosmic shooting gallery. The chances of a major impact event would skyrocket. We're not talking about one dinosaur killer asteroid. We're talking about a sustained bombardment lasting for thousands of years. This would cause mass extinctions, global firestorms, and a cosmic winter that could choke out most life on our planet. A close pass is not a near miss. It's a slow, agonizing death sentence. But what if the rogue planet came closer? What if it passed through the inner solar system, between the orbits of Jupiter and Mars? The gravitational disruption would be immense. The asteroid belt would be completely scattered. Mars could be thrown into a new eccentric orbit, or even ejected from the solar system entirely. And what about Earth? The gravitational tug from the passing rogue would destabilize our orbit. Our planet could be pulled into a more elliptical path, leading to extreme temperature swings. Summers could become hot enough to boil the oceans, and winters cold enough to freeze the atmosphere. Or worse, Earth could be pulled into a death spiral towards the sun, or flung out into the cold darkness of space, becoming a rogue planet itself. Either way, it's game over for life as we know it. And then there is the ultimate doomsday scenario, a direct collision. A rogue planet on a direct impact course with Earth. This is the stuff of nightmares. The energy released from such an impact would be beyond comprehension. For perspective, the Chicxulub impactor that wiped out the dinosaurs was about 10 kilometers wide. A rogue planet could be thousands of kilometers wide. The impact would instantly vaporize the planet, the atmosphere, and a significant chunk of Earth's crust. The planet would be sterilized, melted down, and reformed into a molten ball of rock. It wouldn't just be an extinction event. It would be a planetary reset button. Every trace of life, every mountain, every ocean, everything humanity has ever built or accomplished would be erased in a flash of unimaginable violence. Could we see it coming? This is perhaps the most terrifying aspect. Because they are so dark and cold, a rogue planet could be deep inside our solar system before we even knew it was there. Our current sky surveys are designed to look for things that are moving against the backdrop of stars, things that reflect sunlight. A rogue planet might only be detectable by its gravitational influence on other objects, or by the heat it radiates, which is minuscule. By the time we could see it with our telescopes, it might only be a few years, or even months, away from a close encounter or impact. That's not enough time to do anything. We couldn't evacuate. We couldn't build a planetary defense system to deflect a planet-sized object. We would be completely helpless, watching our doom approach. Now, before you start building a bunker, let's talk about the odds. The space between stars is, for lack of a better word, spacious. It's incredibly vast. While there may be trillions of rogue planets out there, the chances of one entering our solar system and causing trouble in any given year are astronomically small. It's an event that might happen once every few 100 million or even billion years. So, you can probably sleep soundly tonight. The immediate threat isn't from a cosmic nomad of death, but from the more mundane problems here on Earth. However, the existence of rogue planets forces us to confront a profound and humbling truth about our place in the universe. We live on a tiny, fragile oasis in an overwhelmingly vast and often violent cosmos. Our stable, predictable solar system is the exception, not the rule. The galaxy is filled with the ghosts of failed solar systems and exiled worlds. It reminds us that the conditions that allow life to flourish here are incredibly precious and potentially rare. These cosmic nomads are a stark reminder of the universe's indifference. It's not malicious. It's just big, chaotic, and full of wandering giants that could snuff out our existence without a second thought. So the next time you look up at the night sky the familiar constellations, and the steady light of the planets, remember the unseen wanderers. Remember the trillions of dark, cold worlds drifting through the void, each one a testament to the chaotic and violent nature of the cosmos. They are the rogue planets, the silent nomads, a chilling reminder that our peaceful existence is a delicate gift, floating in a potentially lethal cosmic ocean. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the dark heart of space. If you found this cosmic horror story as fascinating as I do, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the mysteries of the universe. And let me know in the comments, what cosmic mystery keeps you up at night? Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.